Hey you guys, hope you're having a good Thursday morning. I wanted to come on here because I have not been on live all week. It has been the wildest week. Have you had a crazy week this week too? Um, I have had the weirdest things going on. It's like, is there a full moon out or what is the deal? I had earlier in the week, kind of all week, I've had patients that have just been difficult to talk to and get through a visit with because they are very focused on the blame game and blaming everybody else for all of their issues, which is very frustrating for me because that used to be the world I lived in, and I try every day to make an effort to not play the blame game, and try to take in control what I'm in control of and stuff like that. So I had an irate patient the other day that when I showed up, she was upset because I was there and her daughter had made the visit or made the appointment and she wasn't apparently aware of it. Hey, Amy. And she kind of took it out on me, but and you know, sometimes I get that kind of complaining and stuff like that, but this was kind of escalated and elevated, and it got to the point to where I had to ask her, do you want me to do this visit or not? Because I'm here to help you and I'm trying to be nice to you and you're being nothing but mean to me. So a form of me came out that is not often present because usually I am very professional and I just kind of roll with it. But hey, Sarah. But I just kind of had it with her and her attitude, and she was kind of verbally abusive to me. So that's how my week started. And then I live in Texas and we've had this bombing thing going on in the capital, which I live in San Antonio, so I'm about an hour south of the capital, but bizarre things going on with packages blowing up and stuff like that. So although that's not close to me, it's kind of mind-boggling, and my nephew does live in Austin, so that's been, something's weighing on my mind. And then last night, came home, went out to feed our horses, and discovered that our cat was dead out there in the horse area, and appears there was some type of struggle. She was kind of old. She was like going on 10 years old, or I think she was around 9 years old now, but I don't know exactly what happened. We have surveillance cameras up outside, and so I watched those for the length of time that I think that she passed away, and there's kind of a tree blocking that area, so we can't really see what happened, but we think it was related to either the horses or the dogs. There was some type of scuffle, and she didn't make it, but it could have been her health that just kept her from getting away from them. Our dogs personally, hey Kathy, thank you. Our dogs personally would always taunt her, but I don't think they'd go to the length of actually like killing her. But we do have a neighbor's dog who's part pit bull and has been aggressive in the past. One of the neighbor's dogs killed our rabbits when we were trying to show rabbits. So when we looked at the surveillance cameras, we actually saw that dog come on our property twice in like a 3-hour span of when we think she died. So we're thinking that it was that dog. Don't really know, but it was disheartening because I discovered her and I didn't want her to die that way. And then I should have gone out to feed the horses sooner, but I was kind of putting it off. Usually it's something my husband does, but he had left, and so I needed to do it, and I hadn't done it, and I just keep thinking, if I would have gone out there sooner, would I have been able to stop it? Would I have saved her? She was never in the barn ever. She was like a garage cat, so she was always in the garage, so I don't even know why she was out there. So possibly she was sick. She took herself out there because she wasn't feeling good. They say that cats wander off when they're sick and gonna die or whatever, but I don't know. I can second guess it all day long and drive myself nuts. The hardest thing is just being the one that found her and seeing how she was and having to take care of her because my husband wasn't here. I wish he so bad was here. But my point in telling you all of this is that the crazy things happen in life. Life happens. This has been an exceptionally crazy week for me, as it probably has been for you too. But how I handle it, what I do for myself to be here talking to you and having a smile on my face and stuff like that, is I have my own self-care, my own routine, my own things that I do. One huge thing that I do is meal prepping, trying to plan my week out because I am busy and I'm constantly on the go. So when life happens, I don't These types of things have not stopped me from doing my workout. They have not stopped me from drinking plenty of water every day. They have stopped me from sleeping well, because I did not sleep well last night. And then I always have something that I read every day just for 10 minutes to help kind of fuel my mind and get me in a positive mindset. I've struggled with that this week, but I wanted to share with you the different routines that I do. When I get up in the morning, the first thing I do, of course, brush my teeth, put my contacts in, but the first thing I do is drink a superfood shake that is like power-packed nutrition. It's guaranteed nutrition. I get it every single day, no matter if I am in Vegas or I'm at a stock show or I'm here at home. It doesn't matter. I always have that power-packed nutrition. And nutrition is so very important to our bodies. We don't give ourselves credit for that. We need to make sure we get nutrition in. So that's the first thing I do every morning when I get up. Then I spend 10 to 15 minutes reading this. Sometimes it's kind of a rushed reading because I wake up too late, but I read something that's powerful. This book right here, I'm really enjoying right now. This Motivation Manifesto is my all-time favorite book. As you can see, I have tons of little tabs in it, if you can see that. And I've read it like 3 times. Sometimes I just go to it and I flip to one of my little tabs and read some positive passages to kind of get me back in the mindset that I need to be. Other than that, like right now, I'm packing my water for my day. And I have food prepped that I prepped earlier in the week. This is Sloppy Joe's with quinoa. So it's a serving of protein, veggies, a carbohydrate all together. So that'll be one of my meals today. This is chicken enchiladas I made the other night, and I doubled the recipe, divided up into single servings, and that will be a meal today. I love to eat, and I eat a lot, if you haven't noticed. And then these are little egg cup thingies that are gonna be my post-workout meal today. 3 of those equals a serving of a carbohydrate and a protein and a veggie. So those are the things that I do every day to help fuel my mind, fuel my body, help me to control what I can control. So I couldn't control my cat. I couldn't control what was going on with this bombing thing or with politicians or with other things going on out there. I had to control these things the way I could control them, and I don't let my health go by the wayside for that. Interesting fact is 2 medications that are the highest sold medications in the US are anxiety, antidepressant medicines, and acid reflux medicines for heartburn. 2 things that cause those things, anxiety and depression, is caused by us focusing too much on the outside world and feeling like we're not in control of ourselves. So that's one thing you can do for yourself every day to control things, is to focus on controlling what you can control. Don't stay glued to the TV and the news and your phone about everything that's going on around you. Get an update of what's going on so you're aware, and then move on to things that you can control. And then the second thing, the acid reflux. I've struggled with acid reflux for years. As it turns out, is directly related to a couple different foods that I eat, that I was eating, and I was never aware of what they were because I ate so much processed food and so many things that were all mixed together. So once I kind of divided the foods out, started eating cleaner, then that helped me to discover what things were causing the acid reflux, so I could cut back on taking medications like that and control it more with the food I eat. So those are the things I do to control my world. I hope that you will take a few of those tips and help control your world. I hope y'all have had a better week than I have, but I'm not going to let it stop me from taking care of myself, and I hope you will not either. Okay? So y'all have a great day, and thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to y'all soon.